March is Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, and the pandemic has been tough on all of us, especially Olympians. Sarah Burnham is the Director of Community Inclusion for the Lucas County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and you can be a big help to Special Olympians in our area. Sarah, the Special Olympics, I mean, this is so fun that we always do here in our area in the state, and we have a big send-off party, and it's always a big deal. So what have you guys been able to do during the pandemic?
Well, thanks for having me.
Sure.
Yes, this has been a difficult time through the pandemic, but one of the things we've done in Lucas County is we've been supporting our athletes through virtual events. So we've done that in collaboration with an agency called We Thrive, as well as our local Lightning Leaders group. So we've had some online activities that have involved games, sometimes even against other counties like Family Feud and some really cool things. We've had a lot of sports activities that have been virtual, and we've also had some athletes who've actually hosted some events as well, which has been wonderful.
Yeah, we're looking at video here of some past events here with our athletes who are always so full of energy, and they are fierce competitors, but always having a lot of fun as well. So it's been amazing that you guys have been able to continue to keep that programming available to them through the Special Olympics.
Yes, something else that our athletes have done recently is a fundraising event called the Polar Plunge. So we had athletes participate virtually, but they also had a group of athletes that did an event outside. They coordinated it themselves. And through that event, where some individuals did a wintry slip and slide, some had cold water poured on them, and they did a great job. They raised $13,000 for future activities, which is wonderful.
Wow, yeah. So they still braved it, and they still did that polar plunge, if you will. So doing some great work in our community. I think throughout this month, Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, we want to talk a little bit about what the Board of Developmental Disabilities does. So kind of talk us through a little bit what you're doing for folks in our community.
The Lucas County Board of Developmental Disabilities, our mission statement is to improve life for individuals all the way from birth all the way through the end of their life as senior citizens, hopefully. So we do that through a variety of programs: early intervention, specialized support services, and community inclusion, which involves a variety of initiatives. We do things such as Special Olympics, but also just things getting them linked with volunteer activities, getting them part of their community, not just being in the community, but truly being a member of their community, having ability to have friends, to work, to volunteer, and to just be part of everyday places.
And when we have awareness months, or we have missions that we want to get out there, I think everybody says, how can we get involved? What can we do? How can we raise awareness? And I think that's something a basic concept that I think that we can all kind of really think about and hone in on is our language and how we speak about others and about people. And we want to have that people first language, and also we want to talk about what people can do instead of focusing on maybe what they can't, right?
Absolutely. Person first language, instead of, for example, saying an autistic child, a child with autism. And the reason is because that recognize that person as an individual first, not just their diagnosis. And that individual has strengths, possibilities, interests, passions, and we always want to recognize that first before their disability.
Right.
So using person first language is very helpful towards that mission, as well as making sure you're the places you are, that we're open and we're friendly and accepting to people with disabilities. One of the ways people could get involved if you're just out there in the community is through something called the FANS Network.
Yeah.
Is something called FAN stands for Friends, Allies, and Neighbors. And it's just part of, sometimes people with disabilities, they just need some extra support to make connections. Maybe some place to volunteer, some place to spend time, or also getting linked with resources, things that may not be covered through a paid support. So through our website, you can actually click on the link, and there's an email address you can send if you wanted to be a part of that. And that's something we're looking to continue to grow through these next couple years. And it's just a way to help get individuals be connected.
Yeah, and create that networking, and you can be part of that. So as you said, where should they go again? To the website?
Yes, and there's a link for the Fans Network right on the website.
Yeah, if you want to be part of it and you want to help everybody feel and be part of the community and be inclusive, there's a great way for you to step up and get involved with that. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Take care.